Here we go, guys. In page 12-4 our owner's manual, our spark plug gap for our LS3 is 40 thousandths. So we can go off of that. So it should be very similar process to the truck, which you saw in previous videos. And all I really got to do is come down here on each side. I can pull these boots off just like that. And I got heat shields down there as well. And then I'll pull each spark plug. Should be the same 5/8 socket with my rubber insert. And I'll just do it like I did previously. And here's all the parts that came in. You could buy this whole kit. The wires and the plugs and the heat shields all in one kit off of Amazon. It was like 110 bucks, so not too bad. So we'll throw them in and see how they do. All right, this is one of the old wires and the old heat shield, and this is the old plug on the left versus the new one on the right. If I take you in real close, you can just see the tip. It's pretty worn out on the old one, and then by comparison, look at the fresh tip. So we'll just go ahead and replace them all. And it's we'll see how hard it is to get to. So far, all I had to do was use the 3/8 ratchet with, did I already lose it? I'm one walking around here. Oh, here we go. 3" extension and a 5/8 spark plug socket. And if the rubber ever pops out like it did on mine, just glue it right back in. And you can use the socket for many years to come. Okay, first spark plug on the driver's side and wire is done. Now for the second one, I would recommend a 6" extension with your ratchet and your spark plug socket. And as you can see, it's coming right out. And the ratchet just clears the air box, so I should get away with not having to remove the air box that I just put in yesterday. And that video is now live on the channel after failing to upload twice. Third time's the charm. And I checked the gap on the old one. Also make sure your ratchet's not going to butt up against anything and get stuck on you. But I checked the gap on the old one for the first spark plug on the driver's side. 38 thousandths, so not quite 40. And the new one came pre-gapped at 45, so I had to adjust that. So always check your gaps on your new one, because they're never right from the factory. They're, oh, pre-gap, no need a gap, no need to change the gap. Yet it keeps happening. So we'll get this one out and we'll keep on cranking. Wait a minute, guys, come on. Where's the tip at? How's this thing even running right? Was it running on 7? That's crazy. This is why you do your maintenance. This is why you check. There ain't no tip. That's all the gap. That's like freaking 70 thousandths gap. Where's my tool at? Here it is. Yeah, the gap is it's a cool 88 thousandths. No problem. That'll totally work. We'll get this new plug in and keep it rolling. So for the third one back on the driver's side, you can still use that 6" extension. But for the rearmost one, you're gonna have to go drop back to the 3" extension, because the AC lines, the suction line and the liquid line, they're gonna get in your way. Push it be up against the body here. So use that 3" extension, you'll be good to go. 3" extension is gonna be the only way to go for the front one on the passenger side. One just below the oil cap. And there's just not a lot of space in here, so what I did is I grabbed my right hand on the ratchet handle, my left hand on the ratchet head to stabilize it, and forced my hand down in between the dipstick and these lines right here. So just be very careful. You got the ABS box here, and you absolutely don't want to break anything. All these wires, fuse box, so just do your absolute best and take your time. These are going to be fun, I just know it, below the dipstick. One there, and then the one in the back actually shouldn't be too bad. There's a little bit more clearance there, it seems like. Okay, for the second one back, what you gotta do is you gotta put a 1-inch extension on your socket. And your left hand, be careful of these fuel lines. You can go right underneath to start it. Then you can have the ratchet over here and just pull up to lefty-loosey. Alright guys, we're starting to see the end of the road here. So for the third back on the passenger side, you're going to use a 3-inch extension and keep it up about 12 o'clock. And then all you got to do is just push back and play with the ratchet in this area. Because if you go too far back behind the valve cover, you got a sensor back in there. You don't want to push down to break free with the spark plug with your ratchet. You might crash right into that. So that's how we're doing it. All right, it is good news. The one in the back is also the 3-inch extension. So you just get her done, and you can play right in this area, right in front of the brake lines, and you're all good to go. And that's number 8. And all you gotta do is put on the wires with the metal heat shields. And getting the old ones off, I gotta say, you're gonna cut your finger up. So just be prepared for that, because you gotta finagle your hand in there and give it a good tug. If you got a set of needle nose pliers, you can use those, hopefully to your advantage, but it's a tough one either way. So we'll get all this back together here. All right guys, moment of truth for the Camaro, and you should see the fog lights light up since it's nighttime. I'll put LED bulbs in there. Okay, there they are. I don't know how they come on or not, but the fog lights do in fact work, and they are bright, so that's awesome. All right, just took on a drive. It did great. Thanks for watching.